Welcome to the Live Weather Blogs Overnight Edition. D&D Davidson, student meteorologist here at liveweatherblogs.com, giving you the Overnight Edition. We're going to first take a look at our current severe weather possibilities through the rest of this evening. In overnight, we have a shot right here, Pittsburgh, up to Buffalo, coming up close to Burlington, Vermont. This area right here, out towards State College, going to be your best bet for severe thunderstorms. There is an isolated shot of some isolated tornadic activity happening here. But mainly a threat is going to be your high wind and your hail, as the jet stream staying a little bit further to the north and has had caused a tornado here and there, but has not really, or at least a report of a tornado here and there, and has not really got itself tremendously together to be a tornado outbreak. Taking a look here for the Thursday outlook, you see one area, slight risk area, is up in the plains. That's going to actually be a tail for tornadic possibilities. We're also going to have a secondary area here in the mid-Atlantic states that are going to give you your pulse type severe weather storms that may occur with downdrafts, downbursts, and some hail possible. And you never can rule out an isolated tornado like happened in Surrey County, North Carolina, or in North Nashville the other day. They were off the garden variety storms. So you never can be too sure what will happen, but the majority of severe weather, organizationalized, is going to be, in the worst weather, is going to be in the Dakotas. This is from my one of the other meteorologists here on liveweatherblogs.com, Mike DeFino. He put together a severe weather map, and this is courtesy of him in the site, where areas that are most likely to have severe weather. Well, the most likely area and type of storms you're going to have, and I agree 100% with him, up here is going to be your Boeing damaging wind type storms up there. They're going to be quicker moving, not as slow as what area 2 you see here that he has drawn, and I'll explain what's going on there. Another thing is this area is going to be more cluster type thunderstorms, your garden variety popcorn thunderstorms, when your damaging winds are possible, and your hail. We're discussing that, and then area 3 will basically be your damaging winds, hail, and isolated tornado probability, because it's going to be closer to the jet stream up in that location. A little bit of radar tour here at around 10 o'clock this evening. You see a line of showers and thunderstorms. Very few severe cells in it at this time, but this line is moving to the southeast and will most likely break apart and then set up tomorrow a nice outflow boundary, an area to develop the storms, an additional area in the Poconos and Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia area. Also, you have these storms back here in central Indiana, central Illinois. They're mainly moving to south, southeast themselves. Zoom down a little further towards the south. Nothing really going on too much back here. A few isolated cells, and then a few isolated cells north of Bedford County. That's there, and a few isolated cells, multi-cell clusters out in West Virginia and Kentucky. Some heavy rain here, and some flooding rains down here in South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. And there's always some storms in the summertime in Florida. A few views here of the tropics. We're looking at a visible satellite view. We have upper level trough that's located there, moving inland on Texas and Mexico. We have another little disturbance down here near parts of South America, a little too far south for development. The low is pretty far off centered. And also we have this is probably the most healthy thing out here. This is a tropical wave. It's about 10 latitude, so it's in a good spot, and it's west-northwest movement. May pick up. Some models are picking up on this early next week to actually become something. We'll have to keep an eye on it at this time. Another place we should always watch is these stalled out fronts that are sitting up in the northeast, off the southeast coast. Sometimes they can generate their own lows and become tropical. When we look at the water vapor imagery, so a few things stick out to me. There's your upper level low, another upper level low near that's a mid-level low. This is upper level low near New Orleans, Louisiana. But here's a huge dry slot out here in the Middle Atlantic Ocean. This will prevent any kind of storms fighting up here with the low drop and troughs dropping here. So the main flow will be to west to east here. Like I said, this is the big kahuna right now, in my view. Something we should keep an eye on over the next couple of days. It looks pretty healthy now. Most of these storms, though, have fizzled out, but sometimes these computer models, some of the better computer models, have picked up on this actually developing by the weekend or early next week. So you have to really keep an eye on that section, and stay with Bob our resident tropical expert here at liveweatherblogs.com. He does a great tropical outlook, and I like his format on that. I just touch here on the tropical outlook. If you want a more in-depth outlook, definitely look at his. He'll get really in-depth with it, and something really good to look at. But anyways, we're gonna go now to the forecast for the Greater Roanoke Valley. The official Weather Center forecast service forecast for the next couple days. You got 72 this evening, isolated thunderstorms. 93 tomorrow, 20% chance of thunderstorms along the trough. 88 on Friday, beautiful day on Friday. Lower humidity. Also Saturday's nice. Sunday also looking decent. All in the 80s. Lows going into 60. Look at Friday night. It's gonna be a beautiful night Friday night. 60 degrees is gonna be your low. It's gonna be a nice, cool feeling. Other than that, nothing else going on that big here in the area. This is D&D Davison with liveweatherblogs.com, and I will see you tomorrow with a new update. Signing off, D&D Davison, liveweatherblogs.com.